While Europe deals with its own troubles, Asia is heating up too. China and Japan are now caught in an increasingly tense showdown over Taiwan. Things started heating up after Japan's new Prime Minister Sanae Takaichi hinted earlier this month that Tokyo wouldn't sit quietly if China moved on Taiwan, even suggesting Japan's own defense forces could step in. A Chinese official then fired back with a remark that many people felt sounded like a threat against Takaichi. What began as nothing more than a confrontation has now turned into something much more serious than just harsh words. During a parliamentary session on November 7th, an opposition member asked what kind of Taiwan scenario would qualify as survival-threatening situation for Japan, and that's when the Japanese Prime Minister made the controversial statement. After World War II, Japan's constitution strictly limits the use of military force to settle conflicts between countries. However, in 2015, under Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, a new law was passed that allows Japan to come to the defense of its allies in certain situations, even if Japan itself isn't directly attacked. China fired back almost instantly. It began with an ex-post from Xu Jian, the Chinese consul general in Osaka, where he even warned he could cut a dirty neck without a moment of hesitation. A remark that was so extreme, the post didn't stay up for long. Soon after, Foreign Ministry spokesperson Lin Jian stepped in, urging Japan to stop sending any signal that could boost Taiwan independent supporters. Both sides ended up filing complaints. Japan over Xu's harsh words and China over what Takaichi said. In the days that followed, the situation moved into everyday life. Beijing delayed the release of two major Japanese movies, and some Chinese airlines began giving travelers their money back for Japan-bound tickets. China's state broadcaster also pointed out that the ticket sales for the Japanese hit Demon Slayer Infinity Castle have dipped in recent days. China has indicated it will ban all imports of Japanese seafood. Both governments also put out safety notices, China advising people to rethink trips to Japan, and Japan telling its citizens in China to be cautious. On top of that, each side called in the other's ambassador for some pointed conversations. Beijing insists Taiwan is a part of China and has made it clear that if persuasion doesn't work, it's prepared to take the island by force in the name of reunification. At the same time, Japan doesn't officially recognize Taiwan as an independent nation, and the two sides don't have formal diplomatic ties. Still, much like the US, Tokyo keeps an unofficial channel open with Taiwan and repeatedly stresses that the China-Taiwan issue should be settled calmly and without force. The world is closely watching the rising strain between China and Japan, unsure of what comes next. Many fear this tense chapter could drag on for months.